You know, I think it's so true that now more than ever, we really are evaluating the importance of creating a really amazing and inviting home space. And tonight we're gonna focus on making the very most out of your outdoor space. And what I love in the next 2 hours that's coming up to you is it could be a very small space or it could be a great big space. You know, if you've got space and now you're thinking, you know what, I've gotta make the very most of it. I wanna make it really inviting. If I've gotta hang out here a whole lot, why not make it your happy place? And that's what we're gonna do in our 2 hours. We're launching it with this, and it is incredible. It's mesmerizing, it's beautifully made, it's such a great statement piece, and it's something that you literally can enjoy for years and years. It's called the Wind and Weather Solar LED Metal Flower Wind Spinner. Now, we've seen wind spinners before, right? And you know, they're cute, they're small, maybe they twirl on a tree like this. There's nothing we've ever offered quite like what you're seeing tonight. This is absolutely amazing. It spins, it moves, it's beautiful in the way it's been decorated, and we've got 4 awesome choices. So the first one I have right here in front of me, and again, I think the hardest part tonight is the choice. This color that you see here is gonna be the beautiful bronze color, and I love the fact that it has that weathered look. By the way, these will light up, and we're gonna show you that in just a minute. Here's another great color, it's so beautiful. This one is officially called the crimson color, and actually that is the most limited going into our big spring event day. Now I've got 2 more choices. This is the multi, and I love it because all these are really like almost sort of weathered colors with a little bit of gleam to them. This has yellow, green, blue, crimson red, and a burgundy. And again, spin, spin, spin. If the wind's spinning, it's gonna spin, and if it's not spinning, it still looks great. And then finally, I have to tell you, this is my pick of the show. I adore this one. This is called the Multi, and this one is a copper and a blue. Look how pretty that is. So if you've got a space in your yard that's really dull or not inviting, if you've got a space where you have beautiful bushes but you want something interesting and interactive going on, then these are your choices tonight. Now understand, this is a brand new Today special. We've never offered these before. They're absolutely gorgeous, and we're gonna go through everything, but first I wanna bring my fabulous guest in, who's Yvette, who's joining me right here from Florida. Hi, Yvette, and welcome to HSN. It's good to see you, sweetie.
Hello. It's great to see you out there. I gotta tell you, I'm so excited about these spinners being the Today special.
Yeah.
Because I have them all over my yard. So these are exclusive, right? And especially the crimson and the copper, the bronze, and the verdigris, these are actually exclusive to our HSN customers. So what we have here is not only these absolutely gorgeous spinners that are gonna give you all of this joy and amazement during the day, but then they light up at night. And what it is this is a patented design by Wind and Weather. So I'm gonna stop this right here. And if you take a look right in here, there is a solar panel. Now what's patented about it is it's integrated right into the design of the spinner, right in there as you can see it. And here you have one on the other side. So when the sun hits here, you have 3 lights on 3 different leaves, and you have 9 lights on one. You're going to have 9 lights on the other side, and then there's even going to be 3 lights on the back. So no matter which way you spin it, you are going to get a fantastic light show.
And here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna actually lower the lights here in our studio, and we've got one in the back that I wanna show you because it's lit up, and it's magical. Like, have you ever gone to an amusement park and you've been there in the evening? In the day, it's fun, it's great, it's bright, but what makes it really special after dark? It's the lighting, and you'll guys see in the one back there, you'll see what's gonna happen, because if you've got a breeze just blowing, how magical is this? And it is, it's like, it's why amusement parks seem so extra special special at night, it's truly because of what they do with the lighting. And this is gonna create that effect in your yard. It's gonna create that effect even if you have a pot or a planter like we have, and you wanna just pop it in there and put it on your balcony, you're gonna have just sort of this really magical effect. What's wonderful about this lighting source is it looks fantastic during the day. Oh my gosh, it's so happy. It makes you smile. It's a showstopper. It's the thing that when people drive by, they're gonna say, okay, I've gotta know where she got that. That's really cute. And what I really love that Yvette was talking about, this is all metal. You know, a lot of times you get really disappointed because you get something and it's plastic and it warps and falls apart and doesn't last very long. I love this because everything from the base to the entire construction is all made of heavy duty metal. So this is designed to really, really last. And the other cool thing is this spins one way or the other, but watch what happens. It also is going to spin this way. So whichever way the wind's coming at you, so it goes this way and this way, right? But then it also can twirl that way. So it's just not a single blade kind of moving, which isn't very interesting. It's actually two that really create the magic. And then when it starts to spin this way and it's all happening at once, that's when really you become just, I think, enamored with it. It becomes just that wonderful thing you love to watch. And it is, whether it's the daytime and it looks fabulous, or it's at evening and all of a sudden the magical lights and the spinning happens. Now, here's a quick update for you. I knew it, you guys love it too. Oh, is that it? Oh shoot, okay, so here's our live update, we are live. If you want the if you want the green copper, again, so it's copper and green, that's the most popular. Listen to this, I have less than 1,000 for the entire rest of the day. This one's very limited. Are you serious? Okay, the most limited right now is the crimson, which is beautiful, that great, great red. And I want you to see too, it starts out as a brighter red, and then it gets a little bit darker as we get to those curved fans. That is beautiful. I love this design. I have less than 700 for the rest of the entire day in the crimson color. Here's your other one, the bronze. I think the hardest part about tonight is which color do you want? This is this gorgeous, gorgeous bronze. And again, I love that patinaed look to it, that weathered look. And then finally, if you're a color person, you like lots of color, this one is called the multi. So that's the multi. Do we have Yvette ready to go? Okay, so we're gonna check back in with her. Yvette, hi honey, sorry. We had a little bit of mic problem, but now you're back.
I'm back. I'm so happy to be back because I wanted to tell everybody out there. So as far as wind and weather, I wanted to tell you a little bit about them in case you don't know. They have been around since 1976. Their passion is outdoors. Their passion is bringing their customers distinctive yard and lawn decor. And wow, that's what they're doing with these spinners. But again, not only are they absolutely gorgeous, but their standard of quality is unbelievable. So each one of these, Suzanne, they're all powder coated, which means that they're gonna hold on to that beautiful color. They're not gonna rust, they're not gonna chip, and they're not gonna fade. These four here, we're on my lanai, so welcome to my home, and thank you for letting me be in yours. And these are actually mine that I've gathered from my yard. These have been out since December, so take a look at them. I mean, look at how vibrant they are, and they light up with that. It's just a light show every night. So I do wanna tell you, when you get these home, your neighbors are gonna go nuts. Where did you get that? It just, that's what wind and weather's about. They really want you to have something different and unique.
Right. Oh, and this totally is. All right, you've had a couple questions are coming in. Size-wise, this is 24 inches by 10 1/4 by 72 inches high. Now, Yvette, how does it come to us? How do we put it together? And what should we put it in? What do you recommend?
Okay, so it's gonna come to you 3 sections of a pole, and then you're gonna put together the two spinning heads here. It takes just about 10-15 minutes. All you need is a Phillips head screwdriver. I put together all of these. That tells you that it's super easy. And I do have the very bottom pole, here's how it's gonna come to you. And I wanna show you this because it's important. This is gonna go in the ground. You have the stake, but then they actually give you a reinforcement of 2 more prongs. So I have these in planters because they're on my lanai. You can do that as well if you have that limited space, that patio, that balcony, that deck, that dock. But then you can also, as you saw in the video, put this right in the ground. You just use your foot, get this right in the ground. This is a very thick pole. This pole is gonna hold it sturdy for you. So they're gonna move in the wind with only 3 miles per hour of wind.
Oh, wow.
But when it really gets breezy, they will really start kicking. But because they're in the ground so sturdy, they're not going to go anywhere.
And you can see
remember,
that's metal too. Those, you can see this is all, when you get it at home, you're going to say, oh my goodness, this is really, really constructed well. You're going to just feel the density of that metal. Now here's what we've done. Free shipping, yay, we love that. We have 4 flex pays. You can spread your payments out over 4 months. So tonight, it's $22.49 because it is free shipping. And the other great thing is you have 90 days to love this. I call it love it or leave it at the mailbox. You love it or you return it and we'll refund your money. But take advantage of that extra return policy. This is 3 months to really make sure you love it. And if you don't, you can send it back. All right, here's another update. I knew you guys are gonna love this because I'm mesmerized by it. I just think it's so fun to be able to take a space that's kind of meh and really make it special. And if your space right now is like you're sitting there just going, my patio is awful, my little deck I have is so boring, my big massive yard, boy, that area is weird, or gosh, I need a little something fun in my front yard. This is such a space user, like it's not overwhelming, but it fills the space and it'll create that magic. Now here we go. If you want the crimson, I want everybody to take another really good look at this. I have 590 left. That's it, 590. So if you want this stunning crimson color, there are 590. That is gonna sell out before my 2-hour spring event is done tonight, so don't wait on the crimson. Let me give you another update. Personally, I love this one. It's just kind of, I love the look of how it's vintage looking. I am now under 1,000 available for the rest of the entire day, and this one's called the green copper. So it's that beautiful kind of patinaed green, the patina looking copper on there. It's gorgeous. The multicolor, if you're a color person, you're a color person. If you've got a beautiful garden, you're really lucky to have a pretty garden with lots of flowers, and you have lots of beautiful flowers in your garden. Can you imagine how crazy great this will look? Because if you've got yellow daffodils, maybe you have red roses, maybe, of course, you've got green leaves in the yard. Can imagine how that will just bring all the colors of that flower bed together, and you have this spinning right there in the center. And then finally, the last one, this is gonna be your copper design. I can see this, if you have very much like a modern farmhouse style, oh, I'm sorry, we're calling it bronze, I apologize, it's called bronze. But if you have a modern farmhouse style, if you love that show that was on for a long time that had the married couple and the guy had the weird tooth, if you know what show I'm talking about, it's very, very popular. This is your look if you're into that show. If you love shiplap, this is your look right here, okay? All right, Yvette, yeah, that's the modern farmhouse look, right? Yvette, you know what I'm talking about, correct?
Yes, I do, yes, I do. And you know what else with these is I wanna make sure that everybody knows, these are all metal. There's no plastic in these. Metal, powder coated, and just like you said, each one of them, if you look up close, they have it's like an oxidized look, you know, it has a little bit of black in it. So I think it makes it a little more interesting. It brings a little more depth. These are gonna be it's like you got them at this upscale art show. You know, you're not going to be able to just pick these up at your local home improvement store. And you know what they've done for me, Suzanne? You know, things can be a little intense right now. I mean, I have a full house. My husband happens to be a first responder on the fire department. So when we need a break, we've been going outside a lot. I really have gotten a new appreciation for my own outdoor space. And when you sit and you watch these spinners spin, you mentally have to engage, so it kind of gives you a mental break. It takes you away from everything, and now we're working in our house, we're teaching, we're cooking, we're eating, we're learning, so we have to play and relax too. We have to find that space, right?
Well, and you know, Yvette, you make such a good point. I think for me, every bit of my space is now really important. Every bit. So I'm evaluating every little inch to make sure that it is a space that I truly want to spend a lot of time in. You know, I think normally, you know, we all live these crazy lives when we go, 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 and we come home and go, yeah, it's fine, whatever. Now we're really at home and we're going, okay, is this space making me happy? Is this space make me relax? Does this space make me, am I full of joy when I'm in that space? And I think if you're on your space or in your space, whether it's indoor or outdoor, and it's not doing that, it might be time to declutter. Maybe add some great decorative details like this. And it's the little things that you can do that make your space happy. And this to me is making and creating a very happy space. And what I love is, a lot of times we'll do solar lights, and solar lights look great during the night, during the evening, but a lot of solar lights that you see in your neighborhood look terrible during the day. What I love about this is you get the magic of the lights in the evening and at night, but you get this stunning look during the day. It just looks good 24/7. And remember, it turns both ways, but watch this, it also will spin this way. So it's really, really gonna be fascinating when you're at home, or you might be driving by your house or coming up and you're pulling in to park in your driveway, and this is just spinning along and it's looking so beautiful. And the other thing, Yvette, what I really love too, is even if you have a small little deck or you've got a little balcony, and I saw a bunch of video earlier tonight of people at 8 o'clock out on their balconies in a major city, it was probably New York, and they were cheering for all the first responders and all the people in the hospitals, and I love that. But even if you have kind of just a balcony, this, as you did here on the planter, can be tucked in that little corner, and all of a sudden it just opens up that space and makes that little balcony that much more special.
Yeah, it gives you some movement out there, and what's great is, you know, you can move these around because you'll notice the different wind directions will make them spin and turn different ways. And sometimes I'll just be walking by. If you can put it near a window where you can see it from inside, that's a bonus, because you'll catch yourself looking outside and going, oh, it's really breezy today. Or, wow, the wind's coming this way, and you'll just watch it, and it'll catch you, you know. But I'm telling you, it really is a definitive piece in your yard. It's a standout, and I know that I know everybody in my neighborhood is tuning in. The mailman, the next door neighbor's lawn guy, where did you get these things? I'm like, tune in, because you're going to be seeing them tonight. It's just everybody wants one because they're so different, you know?
Okay, so here's the scoop. We've got about a minute to go before we're gonna wrap it up, and I have a really great show tonight. We're gonna take care of all that stuff in your outdoors, in your yard. But heads up, if you want the crimson red, I kind of am in love that you guys love this red one. There are 450 left. This will be sold out before our show's done tonight. If you want the green copper back here, I'm down to the last 800, and that could very well sell out by our next airing. We actually have 2 airings tonight. We have this one, and then we're gonna do another one at 1 a.m. Eastern time. So those 2 will not make it through the rest of the day. And then I kind of feel bad for the rest of the day. What'll be available, but could be very limited, will be the multicolor. And I just think, oh my gosh, if you've got a really colorful garden, grab the multi, and then the last one's gonna be your bronze. So if you love modern farmhouse, this is your, if you love shiplap, go for that one. All right, Yvette, we're going to see you a little bit later, okay, sweetie?
Yes, I will see you. Thank you so much.
Okay, thanks for joining us.
Thank you, everybody.
Bye, honey. Okay, during our outdoor spring home and outdoor event, let's hear how Callie, she loves to get ready for spring, and check out what she has to say.
I like preparing my home for spring by going through some of my closets, especially the garage, and just getting things cleaned up and organized. That just feels so good. I'm ready for a new season.
Well, I promise you we were gonna have a lot of really, really amazing things for your outdoors, and I'm super pumped about this next one. Now, I have been very blessed to do this job for a really long time, and I have some of what I think are the best solar lights I've ever owned in my life from HSN. And when I bought my outdoor path lights, about the same size, almost the exact same design. I know I spent, for an 8-pack, about $99, and that was several years ago. Well, I've loved what Energizer has done. They have created the best deal we've ever had when it comes to outdoor path lights. And I'm getting ready, I downsized big time, really big time. And in this situation right now, we're working very hard on our old house to get it ready to put it on the market. So if you are thinking about moving or you're downsizing like we are and you're trying to sell a home, curb appeal, it's all about the curb appeal. So these are going to make a massive difference in the look of your home just by simply adding path lights. Now here's what you're getting. This is what's amazing. It's a set of 8 for only $39.86. And I'm telling you, these are beautiful. They're all metal and this is glass. And it creates the most amazing pattern when they're lit. And of course, they're solar. Now here's an interesting fact about this that really blew me away because my solar lights stay lit for hours and hours and I love them and they just keep on going. These are specially designed, listen to this, to maintain 95% of their brightness for up to 8 hours. Of course, that's Energizer. All right, let me show you the colors real quick. Starting here in the top, this is going to be our, I think it's my gunmetal. This is my gunmetal up on top, so that's gunmetal. Now down below, this is going to be the blue, which is easy. We have 50 of the blue. Isn't that cool? We never do that color. I love the copper. If you guys got the bronze today special, snatch that copper up. Can you imagine that bronze today special flowing in the wind in your front yard and these going along your driveway or along your walk or some bed of, flower bed? The next one over there is going to be your classic stainless steel. Oh wait, we have 300 here. I only have 140 here. Oh, those are gonna be gone. Then the next one right after that, that's my gunmetal that you saw up here in the pack of 8, so that's gunmetal. The one right after that is going to be that is bronze, and it's a really deep bronze. I have 400 there, and then finally we do have your classic black. At $39.86, I'll tell you, and 4 flex, so it's $10 to get this home. Use any major credit card. You pay it off in 4 months, but it ships right away. Get multiples and go crazy with these. All right, I gotta bring Tracy with me. She's joining me on Skype tonight as well. Hi, Miss Trace, good to see you.
Great to see you.
Hi, so I hope you're doing well. I cannot get over how phenomenal this value is. It is stunning.
And they're so beautiful. They're such high quality. These are Energizer. So that best that you can get, I mean, they do sell over 6 billion batteries a year. So that means that your solar lights are going to keep going and going and going, maintaining 95% of that brightness for up to or over 8 hours. And it's glass and stainless steel. These are absolutely gorgeous.
Oh my goodness, yes. Now talk a little bit about how long, because I love the fact, I used your stat. I sort of cheated and kind of let the cat out of the bag. But talk about the power of these.
Yeah, I mean, so this actually has, see that gorgeous starburst pattern that you're looking at there? That gives 10 feet of light around the entire light. So you're looking at 20 feet of light in that beautiful starburst. So you're able to place these really far apart and have a beautiful display in your yard. So you can actually put these 12, 15 feet apart, and so you don't have to make it look like you have a runway of lights going up your driveway, going up your walkway, surrounding these around maybe your pond, because there's no wires. You don't have any electrical with these because they're solar, they're created by the sun. That's how they're operated. So they're really easy to put together, and then once you put them into the ground, you can move it around anytime you want.
Well, and Trace, you know what? There's no batteries, there's no wiring. You don't have to get an electrician in. You don't have to spend $1 gazillion. And I know you've been with us for a long time. We have sold plenty of solar lights, and we've done 8 packs at easily $79, $89, $99. And I'll bet you my producer Allison, she's in my ear and she's saying it's the best investment she's ever made. And she just recently bought a new home for her and her family. She said, you have to come over and see them. But at $39.86 with Energizer on the name, this is the way to go. And it's great because you get instant satisfaction. And here's the other thing. I have some neighbors, and Tracy, it's so gosh awful. I'll go past their house and they have the really bad solar lights, and they're like blinking like this. And then the poor things are leaning over, and they're terrible. And then you see them in the day, and they're even worse because they're cloudy and they're plastic and they're just horrible looking. What I love, Tracy, about these is whether it's during the day, they look like $1 million, and then at night, the magic really does appear.
It really does. And think about all the other places you can use these, not even just in your ground, but like I put one in my little herb pot here because it's easy. They sit about 16 inches tall above the stake. So you can stick these in your pots. You can put them on your deck. maybe on a little balcony. So there's so many ways to use these. But like Suzanne was saying, get multiple packs of these, because 8, you're going to feel like, okay, that was amazing, but now I want these in my side yard. I want these around my backyard when I'm having parties, because these aren't going to tinker out on you.
Oh my goodness. And a lot of times, and we know that if you ever go past a really, really expensive house at night and you wonder, why does it look so beautiful? It's all the money they put into that fancy evening lighting or night lighting. So now at a very crazy affordable price, you're gonna be able to create that same experience. So like you said, Trace, if you can swing getting multiples, please do so, because I even can't get over what a tremendous value this is. And I wanna show you the glass up close. I know, Trace, I'm gonna show this real quick. First off, it's glass, and I want you to see how thick that is. Now, what's nice about that is you're gonna get a beautiful light. It's not gonna get cloudy. It's gonna stay, because it's glass, obviously it's gonna stay beautiful for literally years and years and years to come. I also like the fact that everything that you're seeing here, from here down, that's gonna be all metal. So even if you unfortunately hit the mower on it, you're A-okay. And then the cool thing about this is you've got a really nice sharp spike here at the bottom, so you're gonna be able to really push it into the grass or wherever you're gonna put it, if you're gonna put it in a pot. One other thing I want you to note that I think is really neat is you can use these on a tabletop if you want to. The one that I featured and I put down on the floor, I did that because I wanted you guys to see just how cool that the pattern and design is. But that also means is if you want to set those on a table, say outside in the evening, you can certainly do that. So they're going to be able to stand on their own, and you can set them outside, maybe on your barbecue table, your picnic table outside. Really will create that amazing environment and atmosphere. And Tracy, you know, it can be very, very expensive to hire a company in to do custom lighting. What an inexpensive way to have what looks like very expensive lighting in your home.
Absolutely. I mean, you could be looking at thousands of dollars to have an electrician come in to do hardwire lights, and then you're stuck with them there. And if you want to change residences, you have to leave them. Now these you can take with you. So maybe you're in a rental property, you know, maybe you're just not really sure, you don't want to commit to that long-term lighting. This is that perfect way to do that, and this is how all your neighbors are going to start talking about your yard, because it increases that curb appeal. It makes your house look beautiful. And also, I love the safety feature of these. So I know we're all like dying to go away and going on vacation, and that time's going to come again. But how nice to have your yard lit up when you're not home. So it's keeping people away because they're assuming that you're at home.
You know, that's an excellent point too. And again, I just can't get over the fact you're getting a set of 8. I really can't. We've had lots of great lights on. I love mine. They're still going strong, but I will guarantee you they were not $39.86. I spent at least $79 on a pack of 8. I think it was more like $99 when I bought mine. And again, that was years ago, and they're still going great. But leave it to Energizer just again to change the whole game. Make it much, much more affordable, give you quality that's unsurpassed, and then be able to get multiple sets at a price that we can afford. All right, love it. Here's the blue. This is your bronze. I'm gonna give you another update because I know a couple of these are about to sell out. In the bronze, we have 350 left.
That's the copper, Suzanne.
Oh, this is copper. This is copper. Okay, I have 150 left in copper. That's going to be gone. So if you want the copper, you don't want to wait. In the blue, we're down to only 30, and we've never had blue, so I think it's really cool to see the blue. In the stainless steel, right over there, and this is always super popular, I'm down to the final 50. So that's going to be sold out here in just a second. Then we get to our dark tones. This is gunmetal, and that's a really popular color. People love it. Beside that, this is going to be your bronze. It's really deep, 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 deep brown. And I have 300 left, and then everybody loves the black, and unfortunately, I only have 200 left there. Now, if you picked up our today's special, here's what I would do. I would go with the copper, especially if you got the bronze today's special. Really does look copper. So if you want, can you imagine how cool that'll look if you get our big today's? Can you guys shoot that real quick, Dustin? Is there a camera available just in case somebody didn't see it to see what I'm talking about? We'll try to show you both at once. You just, I'll bring the whole planter over. But if you pick up our today's special in the bronze, it very much is like copper. This is gonna match it beautifully. And I just can imagine, just instantly, you will totally transform your whole yard. Like I said too, if you're thinking about selling your home, there it is. So that, thanks guys. That is the bronze today's special. So think that, pick up these lights, and instantly Can you imagine how pulled together your outdoor space will look and how fabulous and refreshed it'll look? And that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get the max money I can for the house I'm about to sell. So trust me, outdoor lighting has become a very big issue for me. All right, unfortunately, it was such a brilliant idea, but copper's now sold out. The blue is now sold out. Sorry, Trace, I'll get back to you in 1 second. The stainless steel is now sold out.
My goodness.
And the next to go is gonna be the black. So there's black, there's we're calling this one bronze. I'm sure I'm confusing everybody, but it's super, super deep. Think espresso brown. And then this one's gonna be your gunmetal. That's all now I have remaining. Hey, Trace, take us through a few more things. Talk once again about putting it together and how to install these, because it, quite frankly, couldn't be easier.
Sure, and right before I get to that, Susan, I want to mention that these have a 2-year warranty on them too. Because of this resin stake that you have here, you can leave these in the ground all year. So even if it's still cold up north, and I know you guys are still getting snow a little bit, you can put these in and enjoy them all year round. But so easy to put together. It literally takes 5 minutes to put all of your lights together. It's going to come all in pieces. You're going to have a little tab where your solar rechargeable battery is. You just pull that little tab. That's going to make your light go on. And then you just attach it to your all glass canister. Put on your tube and then your stake, and you're all set. And you just position these wherever you want in your yard. There's no wires. You're not having to hire an electrician. You're able to put these wherever you want. And then maybe if your shrubs grow too much, you can actually move these next year, you know, and so that they're more visible. Or if you're moving into a new home, take these with you. They're wonderful, but all glass, all stainless steel, and you have that great crystalline on top. This is top of the line solar panel. Look at how nice that is. So that's really going to get that sun, make these nice and bright. That's how you're going to be able to maintain that brightness for up to 95% brightness for over 8 hours.
And we're talking years and years. It's not, because these are made so well, you don't have to worry about them rusting or chipping. I love the fact, Trace, that they're glass. A lot of that plastic stuff, it looks so bad, it gets very cloudy because the elements start to really beat it up. I've never even cleaned the glass on mine, but I guess if you wanted to every now and then, you could kind of wipe it in and out. It's gonna stay beautiful. That's real, it's not plastic, that's real glass. And I love the way they've cut and designed it so it creates this magical pattern when they're on. And you can see just the quality is exceptional. Once again, when you're talking about solar lighting, especially the quality you're seeing here tonight, there's no way you only pay $39.96. That to me is just amazing. Now, unfortunately, we're down to 3 colors and we think they're all gonna sell out at this point. So here we go. We've got the gunmetal. These are all very close in color. The gunmetal is a little bit more gray. Definitely think gunmetal. Now, this might be confusing. This one's called the bronze. I want you to think deep espresso brown when I say bronze. So just understand it's really a dark brown. And then finally, the black's easy. Black is black is black. That's pretty simple to understand. Again, if you're thinking about after we come out of this crazy time of selling your home, I'm actually using the time to really prepare my home so when I go on the market, it's gonna be ready to go. So we're painting and doing all the repairs, and certainly outdoor lighting is a really important sales point. And Tracy, you said it, curb appeal. I mean, your house can look so much more expensive and so much more inviting simply by putting these out in front of your house, around a bed, down the driveway, along a walk, or even if you put them in potted plants up the steps. I love the idea of doing pots up the steps to light your entrance. It just makes a huge difference very easily, right?
It does. And then also there's areas that maybe in your backyard are dark and you don't get lighting to them. So when your pets go out at night, this is a great way that you can have some light out there. You can still see them when it's dark, or maybe the critters are bothering your plants. So put some light out there and maybe that'll help keep them away. So there's so many different options and ways that you can use these. Think outside the box and just, you know, have fun with them and scatter them around your yard, put them up your walkway and your driveway, maybe out by your mailbox. You know, to light that up is a beautiful way as well.
Oh, it'd be absolutely adorable. And what's really cool is I have this really neat fountain coming up, Tracy, and you can put it basically, and it makes almost anything a fountain. Like, how cool is that? And can you imagine taking the product that's coming up, y'all gonna hang out to see what it does, and then using these around it? You can make a whole statement like in some boring part of your yard.
I love that how that's what everyone's doing right now is, you know, creating those little moments in your home because we're spending so much time at home. Why not enjoy it and make it special? You know, make it like you're going out and going to a resort and make it unexpected.
I totally agree with you. And you know, I always say that when you go to a beautiful resort or you go past a multi-million-dollar home at night, what makes it fantastic? What makes you go, oh, it's so pretty? It's because of all the lighting. That's what does it, because you can't see the buildings very well. It's that lighting that creates the magic. So Trace, I think I got to say goodbye to you now.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, she's hanging. Oh yeah, she's gonna hang with me. Oh yeah, you gotta see my rug. I own the rug that's coming up. Don't go anywhere. We love you. We love Trace. More coming up.
We use goat milk because we had it, and that's how our company started. But what we learned over the years is how beneficial goat milk is, not only for the skin, but for your body.
Goat milk adds moisture to your skin. It's really the most amazing ingredient.
People really do notice the hydration of their skin. The farm to skin difference only with Beekman 1802.
G by Juliana is for the confident, fashionable, amazing woman. She can expect to feel comfortable. She can also expect a lot of compliments. They'll be asking, who are you wearing?
We love Juliana Ransing. She's going to be here. Also, she has a brand new show coming up today. It's actually really neat. She has partnered up with a fantastic friend of hers, an interior designer. And I don't, you know, Allison, you might have to look up the time because I can't remember it at the top of my head, but it's part of our spring event. So I definitely want you to check it out, and we'll try to get the time for you here in just a minute because unfortunately, I can't remember. I try to remember a lot of things, but there's a lot going on up here. All right, our spring event, 2 p.m. And it's a Is it 7 a.m. and 2 p.m.? Okay, so 7 a.m. and 2 p.m., Juliana Ransing, and 6 p.m. Yeah, it keeps going since we're on all day long. Julianne's gonna be here with a brand new interior collection, which I'm sure it's gonna be gorgeous. If you love her clothes, you're gonna love her designs. Okay, gotta talk about my rug. This rug that I'm standing on right here is the rug I own. And I honestly, I love Trace. She's gonna rejoin me in just a second, but I could do this on my own because I love this darn thing. Now, I have had it, when it first, we sold it as a today's special a long time ago, and I bought it because these rugs are the exact same manufacturer who make the rugs for those really expensive outdoor catalogs. I'm not talking about the inexpensive catalogs, I'm talking about the really expensive indoor-outdoor rugs. So when I found that out, I'm like, I'm all in, because those rugs can be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars, okay? We are definitely not at hundreds of dollars. In fact, we're the lowest price we've ever done. This is probably your last chance to get them because we're down to the final quantity. Why do I have this one? This one specifically is called Natural Light, and this one's called Dark Natural. I have 2 colors and 2 sizes. We have the 7 by 10 and I have the 5 by 7. So this is the 5 by 7 and the bigger guy here is a 7 by 10. Now what's really neat is, and I know Trace, I'll get to you in one second, they also reverse. So whatever color you see on the front is going to reverse to the opposite. So there's the reverse on the Dark Natural. And then the one I own, which is the Light Natural, reverses to a lighter version. So just the colors flip-flop. Now, the other reason why I love this, and again, I had great expectations for it, and I've not become disappointed. I have 2 dogs, this is outside, and currently we now, fortunately enough, live on the water, and the water down here means salt water. So it takes sun, it takes wind, it takes salt water, it takes 2 dogs, and Craig and I, my husband, are not the neatest people on earth. This rug is fabulous. It is not faded one iota. It is not stained. I haven't had to wash it, nothing. Every day I go out there and look at it and it looks great. And I'll tell you, when you do an indoor-outdoor rug in any of your space, instantly it completely transforms the whole feeling of that space. So Tracy, I'm sorry, that was kind of a long description, but clearly you can tell I own this rug.
I gotta hang up because I have to go buy more.
Well, again, lots of great features. I know there's a couple things I haven't covered on it.
Yeah, so like you're saying, these don't stain. I just put ketchup and mustard on here. We have barbecues coming up, right? So what happens? People put hot dogs and ketchup, mustard on their hamburgers, and then it falls and they trample on it. And then you're like, oh, great, there goes my rug. It's ruined. No, you get your garden hose, and I'm not sure if you can see this right here, but I have some water. Literally, it's just water that's going to take this out. You cannot stain these rugs. Think about peanut butter and jelly. Think about juice boxes. Think about red wine. All those dark, gooey things come right out of your rugs. Then to use, if let's say your puppy makes a little mess on it, you can use your bleach on these rugs because they won't fade. So you can kill 99.9% of all of your germs and bacteria because you can clean them with bleach and be happy that you can go and sit on the rug and not feel like you have sitting in bacteria and grossness.
Oh, it's fabulous. And you know, down here in Florida, we get so hot and it gets so humid. Typically, when you have an outdoor rug, it starts to mildew or it'll start getting green really fast. None of that has happened on my rug. And I've been using it for months now.
Yeah, I mean, it's so great. And up north, too, these are great for basements because they get really musty up there and you can't get that smell out. But now you can clean it with the bleach and absolutely get the smell out.
Great. And you know what? I think it looks fantastic in your environment. Look how pretty that rug looks in your home.
Well, thank you. And it's super soft. I actually use mine, although it's an indoor-outdoor rug and most people use it outdoor, I use it on the indoor because I do have Jack Russell Terriers and they tend to always want to make a mess on a rug. They're going to get sick, they go on the rug. If they want to make a little, bathroom mark in the house, it's on a rug. And this way I can always clean it. I just take it out to my driveway, I hose it down, I clean it with some bleach in those messes areas, and then it looks great. I've had this for over a year.
Wow.
And something I want to mention are these edges here. And
sure.
You mentioned these high quality catalogs that make the same rug. Well, this has that surge edge on here. What that does for you, it's keeping all of those fibers in your rug. Your edge of your rugs have your most amount of traffic. That's where your rug's gonna unravel. But because you have this surge edging on this high-end rugs, that's what keeps it put together. It's going to last you for a much longer time than having a cut edge rug.
Yeah, that's a great point too, so you won't get that kind of wear that you get with those other outdoor rugs. Here's the scoop, guys. The 5x7, which is a beautiful size, it's $34.95 tonight. And listen to this, the big guy, which is almost the 8x10, it's only $74.95. Literally these rugs, guys, if you bought them in that very high-end outdoor catalog that we're all familiar with, can be several $100s in these sizes. So here's what I would recommend. Grab it while you can. When these are gone, they're completely gone. They're not coming back. But I will tell you, and obviously Tracy owns it too, I've had this and I am a customer. I love me some HSN shopping. I shop a lot, and I've never regretted owning this rug. So a lot of times if you've had bad experiences or they're bad rugs and they've fallen apart or they've gotten mildewy or stained, you're like, well, I just have to throw out $200 because it looks terrible. Trust me, this one is gonna last you literally for years. The other thing that I love too, it's totally reversible. So maybe you say, you know what? Maybe you wanna go lighter. Now I have mine currently like this, but I think that's super appealing. And if you worry and say, oh, but it'll get stained, you'll see it so quickly, well, no, you won't, because it's both stain and it's UV protected. Now, here's the other thing. If you say, well, I think this black rug is so awesome, but you're like, I would never get black. The minute I put it out in the sunshine, it's gonna start to fade. No, this is gonna look super rich. It's gonna take your balcony, your deck, your backyard, your space, wherever you're gonna put it, and make it look so expensive. Can you imagine? You've got beautiful furniture sitting around, you've got maybe some furniture you've had for years and you wanna spruce up your space. This will do that instantly, much like our path lights. Well, Trace, I have to say goodbye for now. Take care of yourself. I know you'll be on throughout the day, and thank you for being with me.
Well, thank you. It was great to see you, Suzanne.
Okay, thanks, Trace. Okay, so we got a couple more things I want to show you too. We've got a great pressure washer. And again, I think this is the time of year where a lot of us are doing a lot of stuff at home because you know what? Well, we're home. And a pressure washer, there's something delicious about a pressure washer. I love using mine. Again, I bought it from HSN, you know, I'm a shopper. There's just something about seeing that crud disappear and bringing your deck back to life, or it's the stone, you know, the walkway, whatever it might be, right? It's fabulous to have a great pressure washer. Now we got an awesome price. We're about, what, 40 bucks off tonight, a little less than that. And we have 4 flex pays. By the way, I have to say, because it happened right at the last second, I hope you noticed that we added 4 flex pays to our rugs, right? Allison, that happened right at the end, right? So if you saw and you wanted the rugs that I'm standing on, maybe we can show them wide one more time. You can get these on 4 flex pays right now. We just added that. So go online and use the flex on our rugs if you'd like. What's coming up after this? Quickly. Oh, the Dynatrap. We're gonna get rid of bugs. Okay, let's do it.
We understand every woman's skin is unique. We offer real beauty solutions for individual needs of real women, empowering women to achieve healthy, radiant-looking skin. Backed by over 30 years experience, made from important ingredients combined with advanced science for affordable skincare that truly works. Change the story of your skin and your life forever. Genuine beauty begins with skin.
Our Happy Place cleaning products,
Are made with plant-based ingredients.
which means less chemicals in your house, which will make it a happy place. People think, can it work well?
And it does. We chose plant-based ingredients so you're not breathing in fumes. You're not putting as many chemicals where your kids and your pets are touching them.
There's a lot of great benefits to cleaning with our Happy Place products.
If we can get your home clean, that's what makes your home a happy place.
Hey, you're watching HSN. I'm Suzanne. Thanks for hanging out. This is the Spring Home Event. I'm going to give you another look at our today's special. Officially in 15 minutes, we'll tell you all about it. But I just want to give you another quick peek. If you saw it earlier, here's the scoop. In just this hour alone, we've sold 1,300. We have 4 colors, but at the end of next hour, we'll probably be down to 2 colors. That's the multi. We also have a gorgeous, gorgeous crimson, which is actually almost sold out. My favorite happens to be that one right there, which is the copper blue, or the I think called the copper green. Green copper, that's the color. Okay, here's the scoop. If you want the crimson you're seeing right now, we're down to the final 250. That will be gone. So if you saw it earlier and you're like, ooh, I love that red, get it now. The one behind it is gonna be your copper green. That one is down to the last couple hundred. I think we have maybe we have 700, that's it. Yeah, we started with well over 1,000, so that's getting limited. There's the multi, and then finally our last color is called the bronze. Yeah, the bronze, which is beautiful. I was saying if you love the whole concept of shiplap, you'll love that bronze. I think the bronze is magnificent, and it'll just look great in any yard. So that's our today's special. It spins actually 3 ways. The front spins, the back spins, and the whole thing spins. It's all made out of beautiful heavy-duty metal, and it also has LED lights that come on when it gets dark, so it's really quite cool. You'll get the whole scoop coming up in 15 minutes, so hang with me. We'll get to that a little bit. By the way, I do want to mention, we have the world's most famous hoses back tonight, and it's literally for one day. They put a 2-pack together of the incredible hoses, and we love these. The pocket hose shrinks down to nothing, and we have a special offer. So if you've broken your hose, or you have this big, clunky, awkward, heavy hoses, stick around because we have a special deal coming up tonight before we're done. All right, speaking of special deals, we now have a this day only. Now, what's the big deal and who cares? Well, you should, because it's just like a mini today's special. It's literally one price for one day only, so you have to act pretty quickly on this. And what it is, it's from Dynatrap. They are absolutely famous for being able to get rid of the critters that drive us crazy, especially since we're outdoors this time of year. The retail value on the half acre is $133, we're at $69. The 1 acre size retails at $184, we're at $119, so we're substantially off even the retail and the HSN price. And on top of all of that is the lowest price we've ever offered, and we also have 4 flex pays on both options. Here's the 1 acre, there's the half acre. Joining me to tell you all about it is Peter. Hello, Peter, welcome, it's good to see you.
Hey, Suzanne, how you doing?
I am good. Well, it's this time of year. My husband just the other night was kind of crabbing because he was getting eaten up outside here in Florida.
Oh, I know it. Right outside that window is where it happens at our house, where if you're out there without anything or something like the Dynatrap, you're not going to be able to enjoy those outdoors as much as you can. But when you hear what Dynatrap's done, how they've made this the best possible way to not zap those mosquitoes, but to reduce that mosquito population in your yard. The technology is amazing. The way they developed it, how you're going to use it, also amazing. You're going to love it. So Suzanne, maybe I can go through that and tell everyone what makes this so different and how we're going to draw those mosquitoes in and then trap them and not have that problem and hopefully enjoy the outdoors.
Yep, show us how it works.
Okay, it's really cool. So the first thing is you're going to see that blue light. Now, you've seen that blue light before, but this is not the zapping and all the noise, and it's kind of gross, right? What we're doing is attracting those mosquitoes and those other biting insects with that blue light. Then we have a metal plate, titanium dioxide, that heats up from the light and produces carbon dioxide, again, attracting those biting insects. Then there's a fan in here that's going to draw those biting insects down, and they're trapped down in the collection basket where they're going to die, no longer be able to bite you. So it's an incredible way to not only get rid of those mosquitoes, but every single day, reduce that population. So if you don't want to get bit by mosquitoes, if you're like me, if you're the person in your family that just gets bit all the time, this is absolutely perfect. So the full acre right here and the half acre work the same way. The technology is amazing. And you know what's so cool about this, Suzanne? I think you already know this, that they're silent, they're safe, and they really, really work, and they're so simple to use. You're gonna love it.
Well, here's something that I like that we're doing right now is we're in what's called an extended return policy period. Normally we save that just for the holidays, but we know everybody's in a unique circumstance right now. So here's what's really cool. You get these at home, because I think at first glance, we're used to putting poisonous sprays on our skin, or we're putting citronella candles out, or we've got all these weird things, and none of them really seem to work. So I think it's hard. We doubt things that would be that simple would work. But with 90 days to return it, you literally have 3 months to watch this basket start to fill up. And if it doesn't do the trick for you, you can still send it back and we're gonna refund your money. The problem is, are you getting our lowest price ever? That's only for today. So you have to take advantage of it now while you can. Now, I believe we only have 2 colors left. So we have the black and we have the stone, right? Is that what I have, the black and stone? I think that's it, right? Yeah, the black and stone are the 2 colors remaining. Get it at home, try it out. You have 90 days, 3 months to make sure this works great. And Pete, I think what's really even harder to understand is people say, wait a minute, if it's working all the time, how does it overall reduce the amount of those biting bugs in my yard?
Sure, but that's the big difference from what you just mentioned, right? We're used to using the spray, we're gonna put it on. But we put that spray on when we know, hey, I wanna go outside, or we're gonna light that candle, hey, let's go sit outside. But that's not doing enough to reduce that population. You're just trying to keep them off you. What if you could have the Dynatrap at home, working 24 hours a day to reduce that population? If we had 100 mosquitoes, and we know we have a lot more, and we trap 6 the first day, and we trap 12 the next day, we're reducing that population, and we are going to make it much more enjoyable sitting outside. I want to show you this. I brought this for you, Suzanne. This is from last year, just outside of Chicago, and I brought you some bugs.
Oh, nice.
So right now, I didn't do this here in Florida. This was just outside Chicago. 2 weeks. 2 weeks worth of bugs, and it was I've got the day right here, the end of March of last year. So this is what you can expect in your Dynatrap. Again, depending upon how bad those mosquitoes and those other biting insects are in your area. But I love that you can have this at home. Turn it on. This is maybe the most important way to use your Dynatrap, is to leave it on 24 hours a day. And here you can see the 6 independently tested bugs, biting insects, that this will work. But imagine you're at work, it's trapping biting insects. You're sleeping, it's getting rid of those mosquitoes. That's the difference, and I think it's so amazing that you could do something to reduce that population. And there's lots of statistics about these mosquitoes. They're not travelers. They're not going very far. So they're born and raised in your yard, and they're gonna stay there their whole lifespan. Trap them and get rid of them. And when you see how big the collection basket is on the full acre and even the half acre, that's 2 weeks, and this is an incredible amount of mosquitoes. But you don't have to do something every day or even every week or even every month with your Dynatrap. Let it do its thing, and every once in a while you're just going to check it and empty that out. But you'll know it's working when you can go out there and enjoy the outdoors. And I know there's at least one person in every family who's just like me, that you're the only person that gets bit. And you'll know when you're not getting bit by those mosquitoes that it's doing its job.
Well, you know, we get so excited by the fact that we can go outside, and in most places we should be going outside right now. And you get out there, you're like, oh, I'm gonna have a little beverage. You know, I've been on the computer all day at home, or working with the kids all day at school stuff. And you go, I'm just gonna go sit outside. And then all of a sudden you go, and it's like, oh man, it's miserable. I gotta go back inside. I love the fact you can really reclaim your outdoor space. Now, Pete, how do we decide between the ½ acre and the 1 acre?
Well, there's a couple different ways to decide. Obviously, if you have a really big backyard and it's a full acre, then go for that. But maybe you're thinking, I want to have that mosquito population, kind of tackle it in the front yard and the backyard. Well, then I might suggest getting a ½ acre in the back and a ½ acre in the front. Right. But if you're like me, I definitely don't have an acre in the backyard, but I've got a problem in the location where I'm at in Florida. So if you know that you've got a real bad mosquito problem and you're not having, any fun at all outside, go big. You get the full acre so you know you can control that population. Now, here's something else that I think, again, the technology separates Dynatrap, but the way we're going to use it. We talked about the sprays. We talked about maybe the candles. All those things that let those mosquitoes get close to you, and then we're trying to keep them from biting you. Here's how you're going to use your Dynatrap. You're going to have it on 24 hours a day, but where do we put it? Now, if I was enjoying the outdoors right here, I wouldn't have my Dynatrap next to me. I'm going to want to put that 20 to 40 feet away from where maybe your patio furniture's set up, maybe where the barbecue grill is, wherever you're spending that time outside. Move it 20 to 40 feet away. We want it about 3 to 6 feet off the ground. That's the fly zone for those biting insects. And then let it do its job. So we're going to attract and trap all those mosquitoes, but we're going to do it away from where you're enjoying the outside. So think about how we're talking about those other ways to get rid of the mosquitoes. Bring them close and then hope they don't bite us. Dynatrap has really done it with this technology. We're going to draw them in. We're going to have that fan just bring them down into the collection basket where they are going to expire. Here, we're not bringing them towards the fun. Don't bring them towards you. Right. Bring them over there, and then we're going to trap them.
Okay, let me give everybody a quick update. 2 colors, black or stone. The ½ acre black is almost gone. So if you want to get the ½ acre on the black one, you don't want to wait any longer on that. Also, we have an exclusive configuration, which is great because you're getting extra bulbs. And typically, the 2 bulbs that are, you're getting the bulbs, but the extra ones you're getting, those are about $18 for replacement bulbs. And Peter, how often do we need to replace the lights that are inside here?
So your bulbs are going to last about 6 months. Right. So if you're in Florida, then you're going to have about a year, because we're going to have our Dynatrap on most of the time. For most places, these mosquitoes can start to get you, and these biting insects, above 50 degrees. So if you're above 50 degrees, you're going to have it out there. But in colder climates, you might only use it 6 months out of the year, so then you're going to have it even longer with that additional bulb, but about 6 months. The bulb's not going to go out. You'll see it start to, be a different color blue, and you'll know it's time to change it at about 6 months.
And again, remember, you're going to get enough to, we get double. You get double the bulbs with our exclusive configuration. If you want even more bulbs, we've got those available, but unfortunately, I only have about 100 in the 6 watt or the 7 watt. So, oh, this is the 7 watt? Okay, so ignore the 6 watt. We have the extra replacement bulbs for the 7 watt, which is what fits in these guys. Ask about those or go online. I know I have like 120 of those available. But remember, you're getting plenty of bulbs to get you through at a minimum 1 season and potentially 2 full seasons because of our exclusive configuration. Pete, it's true. We get all that stuff and it is very temporary. We don't ever have anything unless it's one of those plug-in things. And it's pretty gross to sit outside and literally watch bugs get fried. There's nothing good about that.
Exactly. That's not fun if you're outside eating and doing other things. I mean, this is new technology that really does the job. Remember, we're going to attract, and there you can see the fan drawing that mosquito in and trap those mosquitoes. We're drawing them away from where you're enjoying all your fun things outside. So it really is the perfect way to do the most important thing, reduce that population of the mosquitoes. There's fewer mosquitoes every single day, and the Dynatrap can work 24 hours a day. So get it home, and that's the first thing. Put it out there. There's no reason to turn it off. You don't have to bring it in. It's weatherproof and waterproof, so it's raining, things like that. It's going to be perfectly fine. But you're going to notice that you're getting bit less and less. The more you keep it out there, you'll love it. And it's simple. It's safe. It's practically silent. I have both of these on right here. So again, no chemicals, no mess. You don't hear anything. You really don't even see anything. But you notice I'm not getting bit, and that is the best thing.
All right, Pete, so here's the story. Again, if you want the half acre, the most limited in the black. And we have the, for me, I just get the acre if you can swing it. And I gotta point out, please check our pricing. For one day only, we're at $69, not $99 for the half acre. And then we're at $159 for the 1 acre normally. We're at $119, which is substantially off the retail. And now we've taken it off the HSN price. So it's a great time to try it. And with 90 days return policy, you're gonna know if it's gonna work. You see a bunch of little critters and you're not gonna be slapping yourself and saying, ow, 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 all summer long. So get it tonight while we have this special deal going on. Peter, thanks, darling. It's good seeing you.
Thank you. Good to see you, Suzanne.
Thanks for bringing the bugs along.
That's right.
It's lovely. Hey, I want you to go to hsn.com because today is our spring event. We have a really fun day planned for you with special shows throughout the day. If you go to hsn.com, you can check out our entire collection. And what's kind of cool about that is, it's if you are thinking about picking something up, you don't have to wait until the presentation. You can actually check it out right now.